Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a go at the Times Cryptic crossword, which was published on Thursday the 22nd of August 2024. Now, by all accounts, this is a little bit harder than the one the day before. It took me an hour and 8 minutes to do the one the day before. So not sure if I'm going to get into this. I will quit if the point comes where I really feel stuck. But otherwise, let's give it a go. So I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Drink this periodically. Not out to lunch. Drink this periodically. Puffed up old French presidents losing papers. The only old French president I know is Mitterrand, but maybe it's a president. Old. What's old in French? I can't remember. Changing name to Mark. A friend abroad shows taste. Yeah. Changing name to Mark. A friend abroad shows taste. That's only 5 letters. I've got to get a word out of that. Causing tears in uniform. Adjusting clothing gently. Clothing is 8 letters. U is uniform. Or causing tears. Sorry, tears in uniform. So probably I've read it correctly as causing tears. Adjusting clothing gently. There's a U in there somewhere. Let's put a U in for now. Spiralling bank charge. Resident incurs now. Spiralling bank charge is a fee, I suppose. Resident incurs now. I think now is AD, but I don't think that can be so. Let's keep going. No experts in computer usage put in place. No experts, no aces in computer usage put in place. Wow. Deal, for example, with fashion houses. So that feels like IN with an EG in it, but that can't be. Deal, for example, with fashion houses. I'm thinking houses is saying to put something inside something. I don't think it's a hidden word. Deal is a place in Kent, but I don't think it's that. Perhaps Parisian dives in sea, swimming with mittens. Sorry, swimming with mittens, dives in sea. Perhaps Parisian dives in sea, swimming with mittens. I mean, I'm not sure where to start getting a definition for that. I mean, is it perhaps Parisian, or is it mittens? Sea and swimming both being kind of words for anagram indicators. Moving picture frame for resident and handiwork hassle. Moving picture frame for resident. I don't know what resident is really. I can't think of a word for that. Native. Amid handiwork. I mean, is that possibly hassle? Handiwork hassle being an anagram, and then resident just being an R. So an anagram with handiwork R to make a moving picture frame doesn't seem likely. Poet showing how Ode to London could start. Poet. Bard. Which I don't think is going to be that easy. How Ode to London could start. Is that OTL? OTL. Oh, no. Shot. London could start. Nope. Clear out a house to the west of mine. That's surely a pit, isn't it? A pit, something it. Hobbit, I think that is. Clear out Hobbit. Yes, I've got one at last. Hounds running with horse somewhere in Canada. What have we got? Hounds running with horse somewhere in Canada. And we've got hounds is 6-letter, horses 5 letters, so that doesn't go well, does it? Somewhere in Canada, or is it somewhere in Canada with horse inside it? Hounds running with horse. Somewhere in Canada. I mean, I think bay. Oh, I can't remember what bay there is. I mean, my list of places in Canada is limited to Vancouver, British Columbia, Ontario, Edmonton, Jasper. The place where they had the 1988 Olympics. I can't even think of Winter Olympics. Or was that Calgary? Yeah, it's not happening. I mean, is Canada abbreviated to CA maybe? Message from caller failing to entertain old man. We hear. So old man is par. Message from caller failing to entertain old man. We hear. Message. Where Riviera tourists may go, wanting ego energy boost. Where Riviera tourists may go, wanting energy boost. So there's probably an E in there somewhere, but US gun outside London attraction was a revolver. US gun, Smith and Wesson. Uzi is an Israeli gun, I think. Colt. Could be a Colt 45 or Magnum. Whoa, what did that give me? Was a revolver. London Eye. Revolver makes me think it's going to be something like a turnstile kind of thing. Oh, London. I mean, yeah, actually, I is a London attraction. 3 letters. Obviously, that doesn't fit, but. Okay. Picked up books on tragic figure. Picked up books sounds like. Picked up sounds that makes it sound. Seems like it would be a sound like books would be. Books needs to go at the end because it's an NT. Learnt. There we are. Figure. Learnt. Lear. King Lear. Tragic figure. Oh, he's always a that's probably the one thing I have learnt from doing crosswords. Wildly taunt. Red guards. So 2 on the crosses in 7 minutes of reading clues. Wildly taunt. Red guards. Caught short. Red guards is 9 letters. Caught short. Wildly taunt. Can't see what taunt's doing there though. In 2 different ways. Fight bird. E. That's an interesting one. In 2 different ways. Fight bird. Fixed home up. Installing a light. Fixed home up is something like a nest, isn't it? Can't be a nest though, can it? Unless it's a light. A light what? Excuse me. A light would be something like an LED. Installing a light. So that would be a LED. Fixed is not. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's fixed, isn't it? It's nailed. There we are. So, is it? Yeah. Home up is in with an A and then put LED. Woohoo! Meat-filled snack in final section of reference work. Index. Index is the final section of reference work. I don't think so. Meat-filled snack. In final section could be an N. Reference work. Index. Doesn't seem very likely. I mean, I'm not very comfortable. I'm not very confident about these letters here that I've bunged in for no good reason. And I'm going to take them out because I think they're so poor. Maybe steely marines outside of great stature and in charge. I mean, that would suggest it's in charge. Maybe steely, then what we're getting to. Marines outside of great stature. So that's our Royal Marines. Rhythmic. Maybe steely. Great stature, standing. Excuse me. Hmm. Wheel, one damaged. Wheel, one damaged. Sides eaten by rust. Say. Cool. Corrode. Corroded. Rust. What's rust? Rust is a fungus, isn't it? One damaged. Sides eaten by rust. Say. Sides are L and R. So actually, one damaged is, I assume, NEO. Or is it enamel? Or maybe it's... don't know. Express carrying goods far from firm. Cargo, I think that is. Is that co? Express. Carrying goods. Am I going wrong on that? I am probably. Carrying goods far from firm. So car. Co. Express. Oh, carrying goods is far from... don't know. Set off and shot around... sorry, shot round borders of Savo area. Savoy area. Set off. So that looks like SE. Don't know what the area is doing though. Oh, Saint C. SEA, okay. I have... what C's do I know? Set off and shot round. Shot round, I mean that's... borders of... is that just an anagram of... shot O, which would be South Sea. Can't be South Sea, can it? Shot round. Set off. Set off. Oh, yeah, that little golly. Sea of. Doesn't actually look. I can't see what the sea bit would be doing there though. That's the only big problem with that answer. As it stands, dog in show, put on lead, barking with energy. Huh. Dog in show, put on lead, barking with energy. Is that lead referring to PO? Is that lead of B? Is it some other kind of lead? Alexander VIII of Germany in wind-powered vehicle. Well, it's some kind of yacht, isn't it? Yacht. Ah, I assume that is a bay. That's good. I mean, I would think a wind-powered yacht is that. Alexander VIII of Germany. Acht. Act is 8. Act. My German, Act is 8, definitely. Alexander VIII, so of Germany. So is that... whoa. Galley yacht? Can't be galley yacht, can it? Gaul yacht? Alexander. Ow. Ow. Oh. What kind of yacht is it? Land yacht. L and yacht, is it? Landy. Germany. That must be GY, mustn't it? I think, which makes that... I don't know. Alexander VIII of GY. Well, land yacht would feel my favourite, my more comfortable, but I don't know why Alexander. Alexander 8th of Germany. I'm going to leave it as land yacht. I'm going to take that out actually. Obscure way, kids snubbing Oscar and Hazel. Say, over time. Cool. So obscure way, SN, sun, taking out an O, maybe snubbing Oscar. For kids, Hazel is a tree, isn't it? Tree. So what's that? Hazel tree or bush tree. Overtime is T. Kids snubbing Oscar. Obscure way is street, isn't it? Obscure way. So that's some kind of street, isn't it? I think. But then it's 8 letters, so bit confused. But kids with by street, boys, there we are, boys, by street. Okay, fair enough. That's an obscure way, I would say. On long tours, I put a new coat on. On long tours, I put a new coat on. On long tours, trip, a new coat on. Is that just, it can't be an anagram, there's a P in there. I put a expedition, no. Right, on to the next one. Chuck out to interrupt Don in online event. Chuck out, lob. No, hang on, chuck out to interrupt Don. Who's Don? Reader? Does that have to be Bay? It doesn't have to be Bay, does it? But I mean, that doesn't have to be land yacht, but I kind of think Bay might be the answer. Seminar. Why would that be seminar? Don. Chuck out. Would that work? Seminars don't have to be an online event, do they? But they can be. Chuck out to interrupt Don. What's the Don bit here? And what would that be? It's not May. I don't really like that. I mean, I could be just going down the wrong route with that bit, but I think that's probably right. Yacht, wind-powered yacht. Why act? Yacht. Webinar, that is, isn't it? Webinar, that's more like it. Webinar. Why have that webinar? Bin and where? I don't know. Don. Oh, Don. Where something. Okay. Where reviewer tourists may go wanting boost. Well, that can be E there. Boost. Tonic. To Nice. To Nice, yeah, okay. So there's no E on the end of that, which is why it's wanting that. What's this then? Poet, how, is that a swan? To how ode to London could start. Showing how ode. I'm sure there's a poet called Swan, but I'm not that sure. Showing how is S. Could start London, could start Swan. Let's keep trekking on, see where we get to next. Kind heart of friend for Sally. Pal, mate, matey, kind heart for Sally. Auntie, heart of friend is IE. Kind. Salty. Salty. Salty is a salt is a kind, and IE heart of friend, and Sally is a term for a salty. Oh, loitering van in Hertford with some deliveries. Hover, surely that's hover. That must be. Even I can get that one quickly, given the H. Well, I don't know why. Loitering van hover. Actually, I don't know why that is. Hertford H. What is that? What is that an H? Is it a hover? Some deliveries is an over. Loiter in van. I mean, loiter is to hover, or in a van in Hertford. 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 Don't know. Not sure. Maybe it isn't Hertford at all. Challenge nurses over secret supply. Challenging. I mean, if that was ing, challenging. Oh, challenging nurses over secret supply. Don't know. So there we are, all done on the crosses. Horse. Let's just have a look at this. Hounds running with horse. So hounds, I think, is to bay, isn't it? Horse. Shore bay. Ashore bay. Can't be something as silly as that, can it? So what I've got, 20 minutes just to read the clues. Excuse me. Let's have a look at this one. US gun. Riff. If that was rifle. What can that be? Outside London attraction. There's not many London attractions that are something T. And what's a revolver? Riff tool. Can't see that being right. US gun. Don't know. What's this one? Message from caller. I mean, it may not be hover. That's the trouble. Failing to entertain. Message from caller. Failing to entertain. Old man, we hear. Excuse me. What's this one? Moving picture frame for resident amid handiwork hassle. I mean, that really feels like it should be a anagram of handiwork, but hassle. Moving picture frame for resident and amid handiwork. So I think actually hassle is the definition here I am looking for, but moving picture frame. So it's the frame picture PE for resident. Whoa, I don't know. Let's go back to one across. Drink this periodically, not out to lunch. Drink this periodically, so that's D-I-K-H. Or drink is sup. This periodically is T-I or H-S. So not out is N-O. Not out to lunch. Or is that ont? I mean, it's in. If you're not out lunch, you're in. Changing name to Mark, a friend abroad shows taste. Alibi? Not alibi. Changing name to Mark. Okay, so that means okay, so I think that means change an N to an M. A friend aboard shows taste. A friend. What's a friend? Amigo. Anigo. No. Changing a friend abroad. A friend abroad would be Ami, wouldn't it? Shows taste, so a friend abroad, is that unami? Is that unami, which means umami? Taste. I think umami is a taste, isn't it? Unami becomes unami, or unami becomes umami, which is a word I saw someone the other day, which is why I kind of got it reasonably quickly. Well, not quickly, but I could it's in my mind. Wildly taunt red guards court. Ah, okay, so that's actually an anagram of taunt red, guarding a C to get to short. Ugh, what's that going to be? What have I done there? Truncated, I think. Truncated. Got two T's. UN, taunt, red with a C. Yeah, good me. Go me. What this is though, drink this. Okay, so drink is TI. This periodic, sorry, TI. Not out. T. Out to lunch. Not. T. Tito. Okay, not out to lunch. Can't think what that would be if it is a drink. Deal, for example, with fashion houses. Oh golly. Deal is a. What is it? Oh, fashion houses. What's this one? Moving picture frame for Daisy something. Daily. Moving picture frame for resident. Dairy. Well, that hasn't really helped me out much unless this one comes in. Spiraling banking charge. Resident incurs now. Check. Nope. standing fee, monthly charge, interest, spiralling banking charges, interest actually, isn't it? Interest, resident incurs now, but it begins with C, so it's not going to be any of those. Okay, what have I got here? I've got anything on this R? Pulled up old French presidents losing papers, so okay, so that's Mitterrand, isn't it? Mitterrand? So lose the Mitterrand. Rand? No. Puffed up. Merited? Francois Mitterrand was spelt like that with A-N-D. So take, but that can't be MT, can it? That just doesn't work. But otherwise it works. Mitterrand. I don't think that's going to be puffed up. No, hang on, he's losing papers, so that's... Oh gosh, that still doesn't work. I-T-T-E-R-A-N. Can't be Francois Mitterrand then, can it? De Gaulle. De Gaulle. My list of French presidents is kind of lacking after that. Current one's can't even think what the current one is. Emmanuel Macron. Puffed up. Old French presidents losing papers. I don't think losing papers means take out ID from it, but what that is, can't say. Meat-filled snack in final section of reference work. A reference work is full of appendices. Meat-filled snack. Most pork pie. It doesn't fit really. Causing tears in uniform, adjusting clothing gently. Causing tears. Uniform, adjusting clothing gently. Cool. Wheel, one damaged sides eaten by rust, say. Don't know what that, one damaged sides. Okay, so one is IDD by rust. There's IDD, fungus, not fungus, rust, redust. Wheel. Kind of think what I'm trying to get to there. Eaten by rust, so I mean, rust is it a fungus, fungi kind of thing, or I don't know what it is really. I'm sure it's something like that. Express carrying goods far from firm. Expresses overnight. Expresses to speak. Oh, now exposing computer usage put in place. Now that one, I don't know. What's this? Parisian, perhaps Parisian, dives in sea swimming with mittens. Spiraling bank charge, resident incurs now. When resident incurs now makes you think word for resident, put AD into it somewhere. Cool, I've got AD, CAD. Can't really think of any bank charges. Deal, for example, to town with fashion houses. I mean, deal's a town in Kent, or place in Kent. It's also a type of wood, I think, deal. with fashion houses. That's a town. Which is a complete wild guess, really. In two different ways. Fight bird. Is that fight or flight? Fight. I mean, that could be swallow, couldn't it? And that would be Tissane. I don't know why it'd be Tissane. Not out to lunch is Tissane, yeah. Swallow. SW is two different ways, south and west. Fight. I mean, I'm just going to biff this in because I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing at this moment. Spiraling bank charges is coal. Resident occurs now. Coal. Cold. Cald. Sell. Calendar charges. Spiraling. Banking charge. Collect. Collected. Occurs now. Collect. Resident incur. Banking charge. Don't know. Make moving picture frame for resident. Again, we've got resident here, and I don't know anything about residents. Okay. What was the last resident? It was there. Banking charge resident. It goes now. This time, frame for resident among handiwork. Moving picture. Moving picture frame. Diary for resident amid handiwork hassle. Daily grind. Picture frame. Don't know. On long tools, I put a new coat on it. On long tools. Trips. I put a new coat on. Sorry, a new coat on. If that was I've got no idea what that would be if that was door. There's not many things going there. Repaint. Put a new coat on is to repaint. I am now in biff mode, really, aren't I? I mean, actually, I put a new. It doesn't quite work. On long tools. I put a new coat on. So, on long tools, and then put a new coat on is to repaint. But why would be on long tools I mean, it doesn't look very hopeful because that word there doesn't look very hopeful at all. Message from caller failing to entertain old man we hear. I would very much think that isn't repaint. What was this? US gun outside London attraction was a revolver. Rotate. Tate is a rotate. US gun. Rob was a revolver. Rotator. I mean, a revolver must be a rotator. US gun. ROR. Don't quite know that bit, but I would think. Tate is definitely a London attraction. Tate Gallery. And revolving is to rotate. I would have put an O there for rotate, but US gun. ROR. Don't know. Challenging nurses over what? Over secret supply. Okay, so that is actually I think nurses is probably a word that's saying holding a containment indicator, and over is O, so there's no in there somewhere. I don't know. So challenging would be difficult, hard. Secret supply would be a stash, but that doesn't fit unless that's rotates. Ross. I've just got the wrong idea about that gun. RO. Excuse me. US gun. Row. Rob. Rock. Rod. I mean, revolver would surely be an R on the end of it. Row. Roff. Rog. Okay, roll, rom, rotating, rom, ron, ru, rop, q, r. It's my favourite S. What's the revolver? Rotated? I suppose it could be. But what's the US gun and rod? What's the US gun? RO. Challenging, hard. Hard and horde. Horde. It's hard with an O outside it. Why that's rotated? Rod for a US gun. Don't really get that. That's surely a P there. Par, isn't it? To contain old man. We here. Whoa. Message from caller. Don't know, what's this? Hounds running. Oh, okay. With horse. So horse must be bay is a horse, isn't it? That's right. So Hudson Bay. Oh yeah, I know Hudson. I don't know it. I've heard of Hudson Bay though. So that's going well. That's land. I don't know if that's land yacht at all, but that's yacht. Voicemail. I think that is. Ah, voicemail. Yes, cool. Excuse me. Voicemail, if I can spell it correctly. Message from caller is a voicemail. Failing to entertain old man. I don't know why that was voice. Mail. I mean, mail is male spelt wrongly, so to speak, to get to the sound like. Failing to entertain voicemail. I don't really understand that bit. Dog in. I mean, so at that point, repaint looks kind of okay, but on long tours, repant. I put. Well, put a new coat on is to repaint something, isn't it? There's an I on long tours. Trip. Can't really see what that'd be. No idea about that one. This one, dog in show, put on lead, barking with energy. Well, actually, everything down the bottom is done, so to speak. Barking with energy, sure that's an E there. Airedale? Yeah, dog on show, Airedale. I've seen Airedale somewhere along. Barking with energy. Airedale's a dog. Show is to air. Put on lead. E. Barking. Oh, there's lead. Barking. Anagram of lead. And then E for energy. Get in. Nice. What's this? Perhaps Parisian. Oh gosh. Swimming with mittens. Golly. Poet. I'm sure that's Swan, but I don't know. Showing how Ode to London could start. I keep wanting to look at the SHOTL there, which isn't really going to happen. Alexander, 8 of Germany. Okay, so Alexander, and then 8 of Germany, which is acht. So what's this bit? Alexander. Alexei, Alexander, Zander. I mean, I'm putting land because that's something I can think of as a land yacht, but I can't really think that. I don't really feel happy about repaint, but I don't know what else it can be. This one, moving picture frame is a mid handiwork frame for resident and mid handiwork hassle. Dirty. I mean, dirty is about the only word I can think of that would fit there. Dirty. Mid handiwork. Dirty hassle is dirty work. Dirty. Don't feel very confident that would happen, but there you go. Might be that. Let's just bung some answers in because I'm not going to finish this now, am I? I mean, I've already thought swallow was probably wrong. Although, and town, I mean, I've bunged in a whole bunch of answers really. Perhaps Parisian. My French isn't good enough to know what perhaps is in French, if that is. Dives in C. If that's C. Mare. Mare, isn't it? The MC. Mer. With mittens. Mittens are gloves, are finger. What are they? Mittens. Excuse me. Royal Marines. Okay, that's what done was Royal Marines. Steely, maybe Steely is. Excuse me for a second, I'm going to have a good old cough. Hello, I return. Meat-filled snack in final section of reference work. I mean, the final section of reference work is an index. If you're looking at the final section, is that just saying the N of reference work? Puffed up. Old French presidents losing papers. Jacques Chirac, I think he's the Prime Minister. Can't remember who the guy from France was during World War One. I did it in my history back in my O-level days or whatever. Express carrying goods far from firm. Nope. No experts in computer usage. I mean, I've got no idea what to do with that clue. No experts in computer usage put in place. Perhaps Parisian dives in sea, swimming with mittens. I mean, that probably isn't sea. Would be my general feeling, even though because it goes around the borders. Set off. Shot round. Unless it's C there. Not there, sorry. There, which would be use. No, I can't even get what I'm trying to get to. C now, which make that use. Shot round wouldn't really work though, would it? Use as set off. Use an as I for round. Dirty. Can't be dirty movie. Dirty moving picture. Dirty Harry. What about Harry there? Dirty Harry amid handiwork hassle. I think. I don't know. I like Dirty Harry, a good film. Oh, that makes that CSE, doesn't it then? As it was. Set off. Something. Set sail. Get to sea. Set to sea. Can't be set off though, can it? Shot round. Sot to sea. Okay, well, done quite well, 44 minutes. Just this, well, I say just this northeast bit. There's lots of other bits I think that are probably not really up for me done. Spiraling is banking charge, can't think. Resident, I don't know what resident is. I ought to really decode what Dirty Harry's Handiwork hassle is kind of hassle is to Harry, isn't it? Handiwork is DIY. Resident is RT. Okay, so I've got an RT to go in here, have I? Bank charge resident incurs now, so that's RT. Rad. RT. I've gone through my 45-minute barrier now. Calorie. RT. Cool. Don't know. Cool. Right, well, 45 minutes up. I've had enough of that, to be honest. So let's have a check, see where I'm at. Wow, that went pretty well, apart from that, and that, wasn't it? Sparrow. Sparrow, flight. Fight or flight? Fight. Sparrow. It must be sparrow, mustn't it? Why would that be sparrow? In two different ways. Spar and row. Spar and row, of course. Ah, there's my RT then. Oh, my R from RT. So, whoa, don't know what that was. Owen. That must be Mr. Owen, mustn't it? O-N. How Ode to London could start. Is it Wilfred Owen? Poet? Yeah, Owen. Poet is Owen. Showing how Ode to London could start. I don't really understand that one. How is it O-W? E-N? Not sure. What's this car? Just check what I've done again. See where I'm at. So I'm really pleased with all that. I don't understand half of it, but I'm pleased with it. Yeah, if I thought Sparrow, I might have got that already. Current account, isn't it? Currently. Currently is now, isn't it? Spiraling bank charge. Spiraling is resident is RT. RT with Ren. To C. So that's off to C. Set on. It can't be set off or. I don't know. So look what we got currently. Yep. Oh, that's not a land yacht. That's a sand yacht. Okay, sand yacht. Alexander is Sandy. Really? Okay. Dives with mittens. Perhaps. I'm not going to get. I mean, it's good to have got what I've got. I think. Set off and shot round. So shot, set off. Put to sea, isn't it? Put. I don't know why. Oh, shot put. Put. P-U-T-T. Now. Causing tears in uniform. Okay, tears in uniform. Sorry, adjusting clothing gently. Causing tears up. Setting. I don't know why that would be. I don't know where the P comes from there. Uniform, adjusting clothing, setting. Let's have a look, see if that's any good. Check. Upsetting it is. Oh, it's not a Royal Marine though. Okay. Maybe Steely. Outside of Great. Marines outside. Is that sea? Marine, sea. Water. Meat-filled snack in final section of reference work. Dictionary, encyclopedia, thesaurus. That guy is it? Maybe I need to actually be thinking of a reference work then. Meat-filled snack in final section. Meat-filled. Pasty. Past Y. Okay. Wow, that's interesting because we had past A for pasta the other day. Oh, French presidents. kid. French presents. Old French presents. If I can get that. What's this G? Express. Carrying goods. I mean, goods is G, I think. Far from firm. Cog. Express. Express is to say. Far from firm is saggy, isn't it? Yeah, goods. S-A-G-G-Y. Saggy. Say with G-G in it. No experts in computer usage put in place. Not sure about that one. Puffed up. Pretentious. Wheel. One damaged sides. Is that DD? IDD? Wheel. By rust. If that was that, what's this? No experts in computer usage put in place. Got no idea. Wheel. I mean, that could be wheel to turn round suddenly. Which, I can't think what that'll be. Swiddle. I mean, is that an anagram of mittens? Perhaps Parisians is... Ass. Is that an anagram? Parisian? Dives in sea. Swimming with mittens. I mean, Paris. Ian. Dives in sea. Swimming with mittens is... I don't know. I mean, surely it has to start with an A or ES. Maybe stealing marines outside of great stature. Oh, marines outside of great stature. Great stature is... I can't think really. Go back to this one actually. I don't understand where the P from upsetting comes from. Adjusting clothing setting. Clothing gently. So we've got U for uniform. And then causing tears is upsetting. Adjusting clothing gently. Adjusting is clothing, the word gently, so adjusting is setting and gently is P for piano, clothing being the hidden word anagram, so it's U, setting, with a P in it. Wow. Cool, that's another level, isn't it? I've not come across that this far. Puffed up. Old French presence. Puffed up is... Oh, let's see if this IDD is any good. I don't think it is. I think it's time to call it. Oh, there's one day. Wheel. I just can't think what a wheel is. One damaged, sides eaten by rust. I think that's enough for me today. I've probably hit my limit really. So, pompous, Pompidou, yeah, Pompidou. Oxidize, rust is oxidized, yeah. Wheel, one damage, so one damaged sides, okay, side. What's the wheel? Wheels, no. Really? Is it? Wheel? One damaged. One. What's a wheel? Ox? I don't know. Pompidou. Metallic. What's metallic? Perhaps. Okay, I was never getting that word. Estaminets? I mean, that is mittens. So, and C. Okay, I Okay, so it's an anagram of C and mittens to get to estaminets, which is a word I've never heard. 12 cross, no experts in computer usage put in place. So IT put in lay, and no experts is laity. Okay, laity being lay, if you're layman, you're not an expert. Metallic, 5 down. What's going on there? 5 down. Maybe steely is metallic. Marines, outside of great stature and in charge. I mean, is that et al? No, tall. M-E, tall, I-C. Oh, Marines outside, so M-E. Tall is great stature and I-C for in charge. Yeah, okay. Pompous and Pompidou, fair enough. Pompidou. Yep, puffed up. So, fair enough. So, estaminets I was never getting. Laity I don't think I would ever have got. I just didn't think of IT. Pleased to get everything else on that, so that's pretty good, isn't it? I'm going to go through, just in case. What's left? So let's just put those back in so that I don't have to, although I've been through them. Pompous, oxidize, laity, metallic, and what's this? Estaminets. Definitely wasn't getting that. Maybe from an anagram order. Right. Maybe with the letters left, but I'd have been guessing which one to put where. I suppose, yeah, would have had to be an E to start. Probably est would have worked, and then estaminets, or yeah. Right, let's go then. So we got drink is a tisane. This periodically is the TI, and not out to lunch. So if you're out to lunch, you're mad. So the opposite of that is to be sane. Pompous is puffed up. Old French president was Pompidou, and losing papers. So you take the ID out of Pompidou. Changing name to Mark means change an N to an M. A friend abroad is un ami. French words there. Un ami. French words for a friend, and taste. So when you change the N to an M, comes umami, which is a taste. Causing tears is upsetting. Causing tears is upsetting. Sorry. Uniform, adjusting. So U for uniform. NATO phonetic alphabet. Setting is adjusting, and then clothing is a hidden word indicator. Not hidden word. Is a containment indicator. So put the P for piano, which it means gently, play gently, in there to get upsetting. Spiraling bank charge. Resident incurs now. What do we got here? Well, currently is now. Spiraling bank charge. Banking charge, sorry. Current. Resident is RT, we have found out, so it's either REN or EN to go into. Okay, so spiraling is curly. Banking, charge, residence incurs now. Cool, so curly leaves me rent. Oh, okay. Yeah, so charge a resident incurs is rent. Now curly rent in it to get to now. Fair enough. Tough clue, but good enough. No experts is laity. So if you think about lay people, layman, that's not an expert. Computer usage put in place. So computer usage is IT, and put in place is if you lay something down, you put it down. Okay, town was correct, wasn't it? Deal is a town in Kent. Fashion houses. I guess townhouses are a type of fashionable house. Estaminets, I guess means a prison, is a name for a prison, I don't know. Or prison dives in the sea. Mittens is definitely an anagram in there. Mittens, and that leaves me the word sea. So we've got sea, swimming with mittens, so that's an anagram of sea switting. Sea, swimming, sea and mittens anagrammed. Perhaps Parisian dives in, so maybe it's a place. Estaminets, don't know. Moving picture frame for resident amid handiwork hassle. So, moving picture is Dirty Harry. Great film, 1971ish, Clint Eastwood. Anything with Clint Eastwood is worth a watch, I say. Handiwork is DIY. Resident is, I guess in this case, RT. And hassle is to harry. If you hassle someone, you're harrying them. Poet is Owen. Is it Wilfred Owen? Maybe. Showing how Ode to London could start. Owen. How Ode to London. I wonder if that's some kind of Cockney thing to do with Howen. How Ode to London could start. Don't get that one. Oh gosh, this was a long way back. I've got this one, wasn't it? Clear out is to hop it, and house to the west of mine. So house is HO, and a mine is a pit. So the west of that is put HO to the west of pit. Hounds is an anagram of Hudson, and horse, type of horse is a bay. Hudson Bay is in Canada. Message from caller is a voicemail. Failing to entertain. Old man we hear, so voicemail. 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 Can't quite work. There's a sound like there. Male is man. Failing to entertain me. Voice. Don't know. Don't quite get that. Where Riviera tourists may go. So they go to Nice, maybe. But need an E. So put an E on there and we'll get to Nice. So taking the E off gives you a boost, which is a tonic. US gun outside London attraction. So the London attraction is a Tate. US gun must be a rod. I don't know that really. And a revolver was a revolver with something that's rotated. Picked up books on tragic figures. So we've got King Lear and books is NT. The odd says put that after. And if you pick something up, you lent it. Right. Wildly, taunt red guards caught short. So short is truncated. Wildly is an anagram indicator that we want to take taunt red and put a C in that. So that anagram is going to guard a C. And you get truncated in two different ways. Fight bird. So if you spar and row, you are fighting in two different ways to get you a sparrow. Fixed is nailed. Home up is in, and that's installing an A, so put an A in that. And then a light is an LED. Meatfield snack is a pasty, and the final section of reference work is past Y. Maybe steely is metallic. Marines outside ME. First and last letters of marine. Great stature is tall, and in charge is IC. Metallic. Wheel, one damaged, sides eaten by rust. So eaten by rust is to oxidize. Side anagrammed is that, DISE, one. So wheel is ox. I'm not sure why it's ox. But there you go. It is. Express carrying goods far from firm. So if you express something, you say it. Goods is double G. So something that's far from firm is saggy. Set off and shot round borders of Savola area. So set off is put to sea. If you do the shot put, you PUTT, put. Round is an O, and then the borders of Savoy is SE, and then A for area. Dog is an Airedale, so if you show something, you air it. Lead barking is an anagram of lead for Edal, and then with energies put an E on the end of it. Alexander the 8th of Germany, so I guess Alexander's short name is Sandy, and 8 in German is Acht, and a wind-powered vehicle is a Sandyot. Obscure way is a by street. Kids snubbing Oscar, so boys without an O in it. And then hazel is a tree, and overtime is tea. On long tours I've put a new coat on. I've got no idea what's going on here really. It's not, I mean, put a new coat on is to repaint, as I guessed. On long tools, repant. Not sure. No idea what's going on there, because it's not really an anagram without that U. So I don't know. Chuck out to interrupt on in online events. So an online event is a webinar. Chuck out is to bin something. If you don clothing, you wear clothing. So that's the interrupt. So chuck out. Bin is interrupting wear. Kind heart of friend for Sally. So a kind is a sort of thing, kind of thing. Heart of friend is the IE. So salty is a Sally term for when you go on a little mission to find out what's going on. Loiter in van in Hertford with some deliveries. Well, deliveries is an over in cricket. Hertford must just be H. And loiter in a van is to hover. I don't know why in van is there really, other than to make it harder for me. Maybe there's something I don't understand about that clue. And challenging is hard. Nursing is a containment indicator of over, which is an O. Put that in there, gives you a hoard, which is a secret supply. So there we go, all done. What did I miss? I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got down to the last 5 in 55 minutes or so. So that's pretty good, really. Pleased with that. Thank you for watching. If you can work out what's going on with that clue, I couldn't figure out what was it. Repaint. Let me know in the comments.